So this is now your tropical weather update from March 2nd, 2021. 21. March 2022. March 2nd, 2022 rather. And as you can see, we have three storms active and two invests. Vernon, which has been going in circles, and this thing will not die. Anika, over Australia. It's been over Australia for quite a while now. And newly, this is new that at least that I've seen. Tropical Cyclone 17S or 17 for short. 94P is rapidly running out of time. It looks like it may not make it. Excuse me. It said I can't remember which one it was. Yeah. And also Invest 90B in the Bay of Bengal. First and foremost, we're gonna take a look at the track for Vernon. Where is it? Where is it? It looks like they're actually doing. So there's the track for Vernon, or the projected track. And notice I'm gonna put this up. This is the past track for Vernon. Notice it. I didn't upload when it did that. It weakened substantially from where it was before. It is supposed to be intensified, then it rapidly weakened, and that was because it made this massive loop-de-loop, which was actually forecast. And when it did that, it rapidly weakened, and this thing refuses to die. I think they've issued the final warning for Anika for the second time, believe it or not. This is the latest and final track, and you can see it does have tropical storm force winds. Is expected to move inland. Now it's been over Australia for quite a long time, which is interesting to me. The track for the new one, if I can find it. The new one, expected to, oh dear, to move towards the east and then southeast. Probably not going to become much. It might not even get named. If it's south of, it looks like Indonesia. I said looks like. To the east of Christmas Island. So let's go ahead and take a look at some rainfall for Anika. So here's the latest rainfall for Anika, and you can see there's not that much rain. I was actually expecting a lot more rain than because the forecast was when I uploaded the video a couple of days ago. I had it meandering off the coast of Australia, which it did, but I thought the rainfall would be a lot more higher. But what I've also been seeing is quote deadly flooding in Queensland or the New South Wales area of Australia, and I think it's somewhere down here, and I think it's dealing with this down here. Now this is wow, that is interesting. Down here is what they were talking about, and you can see up to 12 inches of rain in some portions of the area, possibly up to 13. That's a lot of rain. And keep in mind they've already seen a lot of rain, so this might be adding to it. So let's look at the latest satellite imagery for Anika. So here's the latest satellite imagery for Anika, and you can see it's already made landfall, so it's moving inland. You can see it looks very organized. Well, at least this is actually over land, so it probably look more than that. It's a good outflow, but because it will be inland, it's not going to strengthen anymore. So it's going to move inland towards the southeast. Now, it may look like it's actually moving slower than I thought it was, but it's not. It will accelerate as it moves inland. That's what all storms usually do. Um, the visible imagery looking good there. And you can see some of these stations around the storm getting around 30-mile-an-hour winds, so they're not really getting tropical storm force winds. I actually mean it might be disorganized. In this imagery here, showing the storm's progression, and also look at how far the clouds extend. They extend all the way down through the central or the western part of Australia. Now for Vernon. It should also be noted the other storm, I think it's right somewhere in here. It's so disorganized you can't tell where it's at. And here goes some satellite imagery of Vernon, and you can see here, this thing's been going and going and going. It just seems like it doesn't want to stop. So after it did a loop, slightly weakened, and then it's maintaining its strength now. It seems like it's not strengthening or weakening, but you can see some evidence of some shear on the southern side. There is a little bit of outflow on the northern side. So look at the visible imagery. It looks good on the visible imagery here, but I stated it will continue to move towards the southwest. Of course, it might try to turn towards the south-southeast. It should also be noted, you can see, what is the name of it? Mauritius, Rodriguez, and, what is the other one? What is the other one? It's on the tip of my tongue. Mauritius, Reunion. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. I was trying to say it, but I couldn't. Anyways, now, for some reason, I can't find out where the other one is. It looks like it's can't be it. What? They've designated. If this is right, I don't know why in the world they would even name that. This this is Tropical Cyclone number 17. What doesn't? I mean, that thing looks terrible. I don't even see a center. I don't even know why they designated it. Anyways, now MS 90B. Where'd you go? Looks a bit well. If you look at 413's channel, it looks a bit interesting. A lot interesting because it's got some broad rotation, but it doesn't have. It has shower and thunderstorm activity as well, so it could. That's a big could. This is. It could get named, and I obviously don't know what the next name on the list is. After you can see it does have outflow, a little bit of outflow on the northwestern side, but it's a very large system, so that means it will take its time to develop. It won't rapidly intensify like Vernon did at first. Rainfall from the storm system, because it's a large storm, I would expect the rainfall to be a little bit more higher than what. There you go. So it looks like the peak rainfall is offshore, but that could change. Offshore could see up to 24 inches of rain. That is a lot. It's offshore. It's offshore. Just rephrase that. So the peak is around 20 or 26. Actually, I just saw it. There you go. 26, possibly 27 inches offshore. And if that were to move onshore, that would be devastating. And you can see there. Now, is it what am I trying to say? What on earth? Now let's take a look at some severe weather. I have to do this in two parts though, because the last time I had to. So this is part one. I have a part two coming up. Oh dear, I was supposed to be pressing